So in today's video, we have something just a little more than a standard GMC AT4. You guys know I don't really do trucks that often, but this one is a Black Widow edition from BlackWidowTrucks, and it's also a subscriber's car, which makes it a lot more fun. I mean, they trekked all the way over here from Wesley Chapel, which is a little north of Tampa, give or take at 4 o'clock traffic, an hour, hour and a half, just for me to go ahead and get everything nice and cleaned up, ceramic coated, and Tyler's gonna be PPFing the entire front of it. So let's get started. Now, as we're gonna foam this truck down, we gotta remember there is sitting dirt on the paint, and this is pretty new paint. We don't wanna kinda get it all swirled up and scratched from improper washing techniques. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna run our foam cannon with soap a little more on the runny side. What we're looking for here is that running down soap to take the solids of the dirt and whatnot and run it off the paint, rather than just sitting on there caked to the paint like the dirt. because the front end has so many little nooks and crannies from all the different trim pieces, combined with the idea that Tyler's going to be PPFing the front, it's very important for us to spend a lot of time with that little ever so soft detail brush and make sure every single crevice has been cleaned, because you're going to have PPF sticking to those edges. Now we're going to go ahead and foam down the entire vehicle again, so that way it's lubricated from when we hand wash.
That is one big truck.
I gotta admit though, these new AT4s, I love the body style, especially this kit looks just fantastic. And this thing's cool too. All right, so it's been about a day or two since I have touched this vehicle. Tyler has been going crazy on this truck to get this PPF all nice and situated on the front bumper, fenders, A-pillar, side mirror, literally the entire front. Which on this truck's kind of hard because you have the fender flares, which are aftermarket through Black Widow, a lot of little tiny PPF areas and some bigger ones, some hard curves, edges, but you know, it's done. He did a really good job. Now we can move on to our part, which is I gotta finish clay barring the rest of the vehicle and getting it all nice and prepped up to get ceramic coated. Now we're not gonna be polishing this truck. I almost always recommend polishing a vehicle before doing any kind of ceramic coating, but because this thing literally is brand spanking new, I've gone through the paint, there's little to nothing wrong with it. It's barely even got contamination on it. You know, we can kind of save some money on the budget. And because we could save money on that budget, it's gonna help out with the customer, especially because they're gonna be bringing us an M5 to get all nice and cleaned up. And that's where we can do a lot of the polishing and paint correcting work. I just don't regularly do a truck at all. I know I did a Suburban and everything. I do not do these kind of vehicles. Actually, I usually refer them to another local guy who does a really good job because I do not like doing trucks or SUVs. But with this one in particular, it's a customer of mine. They're also a subscriber of the YouTube channel, which makes it a lot more fun. And Tyler, he's involved with the PPF, so of course we're gonna get this done. Whenever there's a job with PPF involved, no matter what kind of vehicle it is, I'm bringing Tyler in. I might go ahead and do a coating on the face of the wheels, which really wasn't a part of the budget, but these are really nice wheels from factory. I want to make sure they stay looking nice, and they are definitely gloss black, which means something needs to be put on there for protection. Dang, that looks good. That looks like a very difficult front bumper too. That's cool. Alright, gotta clean up the PPF. This is just rinseless wash. So one thing with the PPF on the front bumper is there are edges. I'll show you right here, right now. Right on the front bumper where it kind of curves up. You just can't physically go all the way back. It's like nearly impossible to go all the way back unless you were to take off every single piece of this front bumper and the grille and the trim. You know, there's gonna be an edge. I use one of those little oil swap things that you guys see me use for trim coating, and I just go in there and get that all nice and coated up, because if you don't coat it, Then you have uncoated paint versus coated PPF, so dirt's gonna accumulate right there on that little line where the trimmed edge is, and that's not good. All right, so we have our gloves on, trucks are ready, got our applicator pad coatings, everything. Let's get it coated. Now all we have to do is wipe it down and call it a day. Man, I am not a person who likes trucks, but this looks really clean. Nothing too crazy with this, just a really cool truck. You really don't see Black Widow kits, so I wanted to put it on YouTube. As always, thank you for watching. Subscribe, and if you like, and if you like, and yeah, see you later.